Good morning, everyone. Today I want to tell you how geography has affected of my hometown. I'm so excited to tell you about my hometown today. I was born in Kiev, and Kiev is the capital of brave Ukraine. But before we start, I want to give you some interesting figures about Ukraine. Ukraine takes first place in Europe in terms of territory, and more than 70% of the country is made up of prime agriculture land. Now let's talk about Kiev. First of all, I want to list the geographical features of Kiev. These are the wide, long river, many forests around the city, fertile soil, and 4 distinct seasons. Now I want to consider each feature in detail. Let's start with the main water resource in Kiev. Kiev is divided in 2 parts by a very wide river, which is called Dnipro. According to the research, Dnipro was a period approximately 5 to 6 million years ago. And an interesting fact is that approximately 100 bridges across the river. 50 bridges are in Ukraine, and other 50 bridges are in the other second countries. In my opinion, Dnipro became a very significant resource when Kiev was established by our ancestors because of 2 crucial reasons. First, Dnipro, there were a lot of kinds of fish, and Dnipro provided fresh water for citizens. But unfortunately, many years ago, Kiev was a victim of repeated floods. A lot of buildings which were close to the river were destroyed. You can see these floods on this picture. But despite these facts, Ukrainians are so proud with their main river. And a lot of poems was written, and a lot of pictures have been printed about this main river. Now, Kiev has a lot of restaurants which have a breathtaking views of this river. And I'm sure that this view encourages tourists to have dinner in this kind of restaurants. Let us move on to the second features, the forests. I want to point out that there are a lot of trees and plants in my hometown. Also, Kiev is surrounded with a huge amount of forests. And I'm sure that Kiev can be called a green city. According to the history, Kiev was established in the forest, and as a result, there are a lot of parks where you can spend your spare time with your friends or family, and also a lot of people go to the outskirts of the town to gather some mushrooms. And I want to add that a blooming chestnut tree is a symbol of Kiev. Okay, finally, let's talk about fertile soil. Ukraine is very famous for its soil, which is called black soil. And territories which are near the Kiev are very rich in this kind of soil. This means that for many years, Ukrainians have grown crops, especially wheat. And Ukraine has the nickname bread basket of Europe. Let me explain what it means. Ukraine is the third largest grain exporter in the world. Ukrainian farmers are growing crops to export it across the Europe Union, China, Turkey, India, Egypt, and Africa. According to the research, Ukraine can provide food for 500 million people. I think that it sounds incredible. Could you imagine this? 500 million people. And Ukrainian flags display this. The blue color symbolizes the sky, the yellow wheat. Oh! And I want to conclude that Kyiv has a big opportunity to become one of the most comfortable and livable cities in Europe. Because Kyiv, as well as the whole Ukraine, has a lot of natural resources, a comfortable climate, and is filled with intelligent people that create a dynamic local economy. All these listed features make it possible to get a high standard of living in Kyiv. Thank you for listening.